Have fun out there. Have fun out there, kid. Kids these days, you know. Well, today we are going to talk about, and by we, I mean me, he will not contribute much to the conversation, a video I've been meaning to do for a long time, and that is on the Crye Precision combat pants. Now, I am going to take you through a little history lesson of Crye Precision, at least as it pertains to me. So these are maybe 2, I think 3, G2s, maybe, I believe 3 though. These are the field pant, okay, from a few years ago. I'll explain, don't worry. These are definitely G3s, black multicam. And then these are G4s. Now G4s, I believe G4 is a jet, or is that G7? I don't know. There's G7, there's one of them's like a global environmental conference, one of them's a jet. I can't keep it straight. I think G5 is the jet. These are G4s, one step away. But I have been a Crye hoe bag, technical term, okay? I've been a Crye hoe bag for many years. And I don't remember how I heard about them or where. I think I was researching best pants you could get, and Crye sort of kept popping up in the conversation. So I want to take you through, okay, what can you expect with Cryes? Answer the big question, are they worth the money? What's going on with the new ones, with the G4s versus the G3s? There's like, surprisingly, you don't really find that much stuff out there about Cryes. So let me first of all answer this. My name is Jake Dwyer and I'm an asshole. And what I mean by that is I wear Crye Precision pants around, not only when I shoot, but once the weather changes and we get into fall, winter conditions, you'll see me in the grocery store in some Crye G4s. I'm an asshole, okay? I know this. People are like, those pants for operators. I understand that. I operate my vehicle through a Chick-fil-A drive-through on Saturday evenings because they're not open on Sunday. Fucking cut your profit margin by 1/7, not good. I operate many things. I operate open houses. I operate a dog, okay? I just don't operate in any professional capacity where I actually need a gun because I'm likely to be in some sort of shootout. I still wear Crye Precision pants. I'm getting this out of the way because everyone's gonna go, what are you wearing Cryes for, you dick? Yeah, I know. Look, my name's Jake. I'm an asshole, okay? The world can know, it's fine, okay? He knows, he makes fun of it, it's all good. So let's take you through some of the features of the Crye pants, okay? First things first, black multicam Cryes, black multicam Cryes. These are the only pair that I have. These are not the combat pant. These are the field pants. The difference is, now we're gonna go full asshole territory here, okay? Field pant doesn't have the slot for knee pads. Now, these pants I've never had knee pads in, but I like the pants that have the built-in knee pad slots because it's just way more cool. And it'll look way more operator in Trader Joe's when people look at me and they go like, oh shit, he could put knee pads in those pants. You goddamn right I could. I don't, but I could if I chose to, okay? The field pant versus the combat pant, that's really one of the big differences. There's, you know, some other stuff, but no knee pads. The, you know, around the ankle and even around like the knee and everything on the field pant, right? That'll be our field pant leg versus my combat pant leg. On my combat pant leg, I can cinch that bad boy down, right? I can make that as tight as I want. Same thing on the knee pads, right? I can make that as tight as I want so that this stays nice and centered. I can do a lot of different stuff that I can't necessarily do on the field pant. Field pant's great for like low-level assholes. They're like, well, I'd like some Cryes, but I don't want to go full combat pant. Cool. This is like mid-tier asshole pant, okay? Unless you're operating, in which case you're actually cool. Like, you're actually cool, and we all want to be you, which is why we wear Crye pants, okay? Another difference as well on the G3s is you can raise and lower the height of the knee pad. So you can raise that thing up so that that knee pad goes exactly as high or as low as you need it to go, and then you can cinch it down with as tight as you need it to go, right? Very, very modular stuff. It's very, very cool, right? And so I like, now even though I'm joking about, well, I'm not joking about being an asshole, I am an asshole, but I'm joking about not ever wearing knee pads. There are occasions, like in shooting courses and stuff, where I will wear knee pads in my Cryes, and that stuff really does come in handy to actually get those things landing where you want it to go. Because for those of us who have bad knees, yeah, hitting the ground with your knees is not that much fun. But no, can you come up here, please? Very good. Okay, let's. I know it's not going to be super comfortable. Okay, very good. Wait. I know it's not comfortable. If everyone's like, your dog's not listening to you, honestly, these things are jagged as shit, and even my little flat ass is hurting right now. So there's a big difference between the G3s and the G4s. I'll go ahead and start talking about this. The G3s, in order to get your knee pads in, you've got to get that Velcro flap removed, and then you're left with this material that has a little bit of stretch. What's that material called? I don't know. I'm not a fashion designer, okay? But you've got to remove that Velcro little sleeve, and that's how you get in your knee pad. I'm gonna cover some of the features on G3, then we'll switch over to G4. So you've got a few pocket options. You've got a calf, calf pocket. You can put, for those of you guys who actually do real work, I don't know, put a grenade or something. I don't know, whatever you guys use. And you've got thigh pockets on both ends, right? That's how much space you've got on that. And then you've got some thigh pockets over here, and they do have some, you're not going to be able to see it, of course, but there are some, I don't know what you call it, some sort of like flap in there that basically will keep in magazines. So you could put in like an AR mag or something, and you could actually have that thing secured inside of your pocket. And then they've got these pass-through pockets here. That pocket actually goes through to there. So, knife, flashlight, stuff like that. And then, let's see, anything else on the G3? So you do have some stretch around those knees, so you do have a little bit of stretch here, and then we'll get a gratuitous ass shot on me. This in here, if I'm feeling properly, there's gonna be some stretch in there. So if you're doing squats, right, which everyone should, then you've got a little bit of flex there, or if you're like getting down in a prone or whatever, you do have some flex back there. All of that is going to change on the G4, okay? Or maybe not all of it, but there's going to be a lot of changes once we start switching over to G4. And these, by the way, really all of them, they're like 280 bucks. I know. $280 on pants, like that make you look like a prick. I get it, but I love them. I love them. I don't know what else to tell you, okay? G4s. I'm gonna full disclosure with you guys. I love these pants more than I can possibly tell you, okay? The only thing that makes me sad about them is that they don't come in more colors. Because G3s, we got black multicam, we got, the desert multicam, they've got like the arid, right, the jungle kind of that, or like the woodland camo, that multicam, and there's like black, khaki green, like there's a bunch of different colors. No, I don't study their website. I'm just on it like every other day. So I do know that they only have multicam right now. But so only multicam on the new ones. Now, here's the biggest difference. I don't know what genius was behind these pants, but these are part of the reason that I wear these around, because I really don't wear these around. Like G3s, I don't really wear those around. They're not that comfortable, like they're durable. Like they are tough, durable pants. The only pair that I've ever managed to screw up is these, and it's just a little hole that somehow I managed to get just below the knee pad. Everything would still work fine, pants are still intact. It's just like right below the knee there's a little rip, and it took me a period of, shoot, I don't know, probably 5 years to pull this off. I started wearing these things, the pair I had before this that I don't even have anymore because I got too fat and they don't fit anymore. Shoot, I think like 2011, 2012 was when I maybe first got them. The G4s are so insanely comfortable, okay? Can't say the same thing about G3. Durable, not necessarily comfortable to wear around. G4s, you might as well be wearing Lululemon pants around. And before anyone wants to go down that rabbit hole, like, how does he know what Lululemon pants feel like? Because I fucking wear Lululemon pants, okay? Because they're wonderful. They're wonderful. I started wearing Crye and Lulu around the same time, okay? What does that mean? That means I enjoy a little bit of shooting ruggedness sometimes, but I also might like bust out into a hip hop dance routine in my Lulus. I don't know. It depends on the day. I don't know what he's doing. G4s are in the Lulu level of comfort. I mean, these are wonderful to wear around. You catch me on Sundays when I'm just sitting around watching TV, decent shot I got these on. And they made some choices on these that I absolutely love, okay? Here's what we got. This pocket, my thigh pocket, which here, Velcro, okay? And I'm not a big fan of Velcro. I mean, like I get it, there's benefits to it, but I'm just not as big a fan of that. On these, hello. More quiet, durable. These are good zippers. They use those YKK zippers. I think that's, yeah, YKK zippers. But here's what is awesome. When that thing is zipped open, right, and you can just leave these open all the time, unlike this, because you have to, you would have to constantly be doing that. It has this breathable mesh inside of these pockets where you can get airflow into the pants. And that's one of the big things that makes these things just really win me over. While I love the G3s, like when summer rolls around, these are not the most breathable, like enjoyable pants wear just because they're hot. They're tough, but they're hot, right? These, man, I got a breeze going in through here. Like, this is fantastic. My legs get a little air on them. And guess what? The knee pad zone, no more Velcro anymore. Look at that. It's just all freed up and loosey-goosey. And guess what? Oh, hello. So you're telling me I can get a nice cool breeze coming under the lower half of my leg? Yeah, you can. So in the summer, when we're up here, perched on top of a mountain, right, with a coyote, you can just get a breeze cruising in through your pants. This stuff is wonderful. The only downside to it, if we were gonna really nitpick and try to find a downside, well, in the winter, because these don't Velcro, I mean, unless there's something I just totally am clueless on, because these don't Velcro shut, right? Unlike these, I can lock that thing up. Because these don't, these are just eternally open and loose. Well, in the winter, it was like 5 degrees outside. Yeah, you're gonna be catching that breeze too. So just be aware of that. If it's like freezing outside, well, these are actually probably more appropriate. Just know that. You get a breeze. Whether it's cold or hot, you do get that breeze. So there's a pro and a con to that. So you get zippers, you get that wonderful mesh fabric, you get a way more durable, like a chunky Velcro enclosure there. And for those of you, because I've had this question before, when people are like, oh, you're an asshole, you wear Cryes. Can you, like, how do they work with a gun? Like if you're a CCW guy, they're fine. Sometimes it's a little tough just with the dimensions. If you've got like a standard clip that you're using on your EDC gun, it can be a little tough to get that all the way over your belt to fit on this, just because you got a little bit more in terms of dimensions you're working with there. But I do like that beefy Velcro closure. Unlike the field pants, on the field pants, now we've got a button, okay, which I'm never a fan of, just because if nothing else, it's like, man, if I actually was out like real, hunting in these or something and that button popped off, look, I don't typically have a sewing kit on me. I might wear Lululemon pants, but no, I don't always have a sewing kit on me, okay? Everyone calm down. And maybe the other best thing about these pants, on the interior of the G4s, the whole thing is lined with this, like, so this stuff is like padded. There's a little bit of padding that's built into this. I mean, it is fantastic. And so I mean, I know you can't feel this, but like there's padding in this, and this is like a sweat wicking material. It's almost like a real, very mellow fleece-like fabric. So when you're wearing these, and especially if you've got like a duty rig on or like gear belt, one of those big things that people wear around, this is really, really comfortable. Like real deal, these things are really, really comfortable. Okay, so no, that's fantastic. Real durable Velcro closure. All the pockets generally are laid out the same in terms of how many pockets you got. One thing that I really like that they did with these, if you look at the thigh pocket, if you look at the shape of the flap of that pocket, right, you're gonna see that it's at a little bit of an kind of a weird offset angle. It almost looks weird when you first see it, like what's going on with that. And then when you stick it in the actual thigh pocket, you realize, man, that thing was meant to just perfectly flow with the layout of that pocket. That way you can have that pocket open at all times, and that flap just completely stays out of the way, right? So you can have it flapped open, you can tuck that thing inside the pocket, and you've just got a really, really nice system with that. So when I say they thought these things through, I mean incredibly well they thought these through. You still keep all the ankle enclosure, you know, like adjustments, and the calf ones. You keep all of the benefits, and even the calf pocket, for those of you, it's almost hard to find because you think that's it for a second, then you're like, man, that thing is so well hidden, and it's got the zipper, and it doesn't have the mesh stuff down there, but that's like right by your ankle, so you're good there. Like even that's so well hidden and placed. They're the most thoughtful pant, you know, look, I'm a gear whore, many of us are, who would be watching something like this. I've had the, you know, I've got Beyond Clothing stuff. I've had the Katanica stuff, which to me is, I think, way overrated, just not remotely comfortable to wear around. Tough, definitely not comfortable to wear around. These things are lovely. I would say maybe the only downside, and I don't really have much of an explanation for this, the material feels so different than this. It's so much softer and everything. It is like a magnet for, technical term here, fuzzies. Okay, you didn't expect to hear that word in Crye Precision multicam combat pant video. Fuzzies. Okay, it attracts fuzzies like no other. I don't know what this shit is, but like when they come out of the, you know, like washing machine or something, you're like, man, they are just collecting these little like lint balls, you know, and you can pull them off, and like I don't know what's behind that. It doesn't really bother me. It's just one of those things. I don't have an explanation for it other than fuzzies. Okay, just know fuzzy collectors. So I guess the big question, are these pants, you know, once it's all said and done, 300 bucks, like, are these things worth 300 bucks? Hell to the yes, these things are worth 300 bucks. Hell, there's 4 pairs of them right here, and there's a pair that I got too fat for. So, you know, look, I've had 5 pairs of these. I've got Crye jackets, all this stuff, and real deal. Sometimes there's stuff that you drop money on where you go, this is just, you know, look, I'm buying into hype. I know that. Like, there's things that, you know, they're just hype, but they got a big price tag on them. These just aren't hype. I mean, they just aren't. The virtually no one who I've been able to convince to go get a pair of Cryes, but the couple people who have, they're like, bro, I'm telling you. So if you are or ever have considered getting a pair of Cryes, 100%, I would get G4 over G3, just because, hey, look, for most of us, minus the real people who are doing shit with these pants, look, these are recreational, these are fun, these are weekend warrior pants, and those are gonna make your life so pleasant to walk around in Trader Joe's. Peace, kids. Have a good one.